What's going on, guys? Corrupt here. And flying jets is fun, and helping your team win is fun. So let's combine the two, shall we? Now, I'm not a great pilot. I'll give you that right out the gate. But I do certain things that I think help my team win. The perks you'll see on the screen I run normally is air radar, to see everybody, of course, flares, obvious reasons, and rocket pods. My reasoning behind that is you can run AA missiles and that's fine, but what if the guys, you just beat them back so much or they're not that good, and they just bring out the armor. I want the rocket pods to be able to kill things, and you get 14 rocket pods and they reload at 10 seconds. Now we'll talk about my opinions between the rocket pods and guided missiles in a minute, but if you're new to jets or you're new to the game itself, certain things you need to be aware of, I think, that'll make jets more enjoyable. One thing that I certainly do, and I've seen a lot of people do it, is third person flying. And majority of your time is third person. I only go first person when lining up shots. It helps you avoid tunnel vision, which I think is a main problem for some jet pilots, because you see it, we're on Cargon. I have killed, well, not killed, I've made many people suicide into those mountains chasing me through them. And really, it's easy to get locked in, just following people's moves, trying to keep up and get that good angle of the shot. But that's one thing you got to avoid, and that's the third person helps with that quite a bit, I believe. Another thing is don't fly around in afterburners the entire time. Jet fighting, dog fighting in particular, there's a lot of turns, a lot of braking, hit burners when you go around turns, to boost yourself through the turn. It's really about timing. Every jet goes at the same speed. You're not going to outrun anybody. That's just not going to happen. You can only outrun missiles sometimes if you get a good enough head start on them. They're not firing too close to you, but that rarely happens. One other thing I can say about dogfighting in particular is if you are being engaged and somebody's shooting you in the butt, you do not climb straight up. That gives the most vulnerable shots onto your aircraft. I mean, that's the most vulnerable part of your aircraft is the cockpit, where your player is, and it's the most, look at it, it's the broadest part of your airplane. And don't just fly flat 90-degree turns, because you'll, again, same place, most vulnerable parts of your aircraft, the top where the cockpit is, or the underbelly, and even the best players can hardly survive people like me shooting them that much. Now if you want to learn jet tactics, jet flying in particular, just find somebody who's got a private server or rent a server for a day. It's not like co-op where you can get in that chopper mission and learn how to fly a jet. Either you go into the main battlefield and do trial and error and don't worry about your KD, or you just rent a server for a day and just go in there and mess around. Me personally, I had to adjust the settings on my control pad a lot. I died a lot on takeoff. Just the way the sticks have to be set for me, just get used to it. I came from like I thought the jets would be kind of like it's an odd game, but like Ace Horizons, I think it's called. But I based my my control layout on that game. Ace Combat, that's what it's called. That game is it's weird, but anyway, that's how I base my jet controls off of. Just seems easier that way. Also, if you're beginning and the only thing you have is AA missiles, don't depend on them. You can certainly kill anything in the air with the cannon if you can't maneuver enough to go for the jets as you start out. Fetz is going to hate me for this, but certainly just go for the jets. I mean, not jets. Go for the choppers. That makes sense, doesn't it? Go for the choppers. Attack choppers. People rarely bail out of them. You'll find yourself up against a good fight if you go for a transport. It's going to take quite a few hits if you're going at it solo. One thing to look out for if you actually do end up engaging jets, people like to bail out of those things. You disable them and they're out. Even if it matters, it doesn't matter to them if they die 200 miles out of bounds. They're still going to bail. Why? I don't know. Maybe just they don't like you getting kills, but that's just weird. And my reasoning for rocket pods is simple. It can't be blocked by infrared smoke like guided missile can. It's harder to spoof. You get 14 of them You can destroy a 100% health tank in 2 passes and they reload in 10 seconds. Hard for people to repair that fast. It's just simply a better tool in my opinion. The only thing you have to worry about with rocket pods is speed. You need to slow down so the area of effect is a smaller area so you can actually hit what you're aiming at. And that's been my little rant about jets. You can still get in a jet and have fun, fly around the board and get all these kind of cool kills. Yay, blow vehicles up. You're the fastest thing on the battlefield. Go guard some flags, blow some tanks up, have some fun. Peace.